Gemini, welcome to Spiritualista. This is your weekly energy forecast from the 29th of September until the 5th of October. If you'd like a personalized deep dive reading, the link to my Etsy shop is below. And now let's see what the universe has in store for you guys this week. Please, universe, tap me into Gemini's energy from the 29th of September until the 5th of October. All right, that was very quick. All right, so you have your present moment card represented by the Ace of Cups, and crossing as your challenge, you have the Four of Swords, which is all about rest and recovering. But it's a challenging position. So interesting, because yeah, it feels like you want to be active, even though you're being required by the universe to just take a little break right now. And then crowning you, you have the Queen of Swords, and as your foundation or your subconscious, you have the Queen of Pentacles. And in your recent past, we have the Six of Wands. And in your near future, let's see, we have the Eight of Cups. So leaving something behind there. And your suggested approach, we have the Three of Cups. And in your surrounding energies and what you need to know, you have the Two of Wands. Your hopes and fears is represented by the Page of Wands. And your potential future, we have the Lovers. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. All right, and let's see the bottom of the deck. That is the Ten of Wands. So still, you're carrying a little bit of heavy energy here. And we're going to get into what that's about. So just stay tuned and let's get right to the cards. So Gemini, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups for your center stage this week. That's great. That's like a very emotionally renewing type of energy. So there's gonna be a fresh beginning here for you guys when it comes to either love, likely love in most cases, but also creativity. So it's a very heart-opening energy here. And you're gonna be feeling this way more than you've been feeling in a while here. So it's like Spirit is handing you this cup here. It's just overflowing with this potential for new feelings here. So you're going to feel really inspired this week. And there's going to be likely some new connections that are going to be feeling very nourishing to you and very genuine to you. And with these cards, when they're aces, I normally always add a disclaimer because I do understand that many of you that watch tarot videos are in maybe situationships or connections where you're not speaking to the person, hasn't been speaking to the person for a while, and you're not really interested in a new connection. So when the ace shows up, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a disconnection entirely from this individual and you're going to have someone new stepping in. It could, of course, mean that, but it could also be just a renewal of the attachments and the emotions that you're feeling towards this person here, where with Ace of Cups, I can see that as an improvement of the situation here where perhaps the person wasn't expressing as much before, and now they're going to be more prone to doing that and more open to that, which is going to make you feel more safe in turn as well. And then crossing in the challenge, there's the Four of Swords. So as exciting as this card here with the Ace of Cups feels, the Four of Swords is telling you to rest, because you need to reflect and you still got some healing to do here. So I think the challenge in this position is that you're not really giving yourself permission to slow down right now, before you start rushing into this new energy here. And this can be really nice. Like this emotional opening can be very exhilarating for you, but it's also very vulnerable. So make sure that you're not skipping the integration that your soul needs. So make sure to do that. And this tells me that if this is an older situation too, and an individual that you've had some issues with in the past, you're kind of drained from that situation right now, and you're needing to step back and recover yourself and heal yourself before the situation can improve here. But definitely you're having some issues with that right now. You don't really want to do that. You feel like you want to be active, you want to keep going, you want to keep like chasing this dynamic here, but Spirit is telling you to take a step back and just focus on yourself and focus on your healing. And that in turn is going to improve your energy, and that's going to make you more magnetic in order to attract this connection even more. And then crowning here, you have the Queen of Swords. So that's you craving some clarity and just some honesty, and likely from this situation here too. So while your heart is opening here, your mind is really sharp and you're thinking about what's the truth here, and what's real. So This Queen is reminding you that love and intuition, like, they don't cancel out discernment here. So you can have both, you know? You can have both the tender, more heart-based aspects of yourself, but also have very firm and clear boundaries, especially if this is a situation where you've been ghosted, or where this person is occasionally rude to you and occasionally loving, and it's just like this push-pull sort of immature dynamic there. Then make sure to stay very attuned to this energy here, because you're gonna definitely need some boundaries there and some seriously consideration in whether that, in this case, is something that you want to continue working towards here. So just, yeah, it's all about focusing on yourself and finding the truth here, because this week is going to be a little bit confusing with that, I feel, and it's going to be leaving you feeling a little bit drained, even though very optimistic. So make sure to take that little space for yourself, do some meditations, you know, do some breathing exercises, and just step back and connect back into your heart. And that's going to tell you the truth of what you truly need from this connection, and how you in turn can express that truthfully to this individual here. And Foundation, Queen of Pentacles, so that's your sense of practicality here, and that's your groundedness. So deep down, you're building lots of stability, and you're nurturing your resources here so that you can create a life that's both abundant but also very secure. Yeah, so this Queen, she's very strong, you know, she's your strength here beneath this emotional start. And she's also helping you setting those boundaries, because she's very much aware of her necessities, what she needs, and she's not scared to speak it out, you know, and actually affirm herself wherever she needs and wherever there is confusion. So yeah, this is good. Like, you have two very powerful energies here backing you up this week. So this is going to clear up, but just make sure, really make sure to focus on your rest, and also to focus on yourself and on your needs here. And then we have the recent past with the Six of Wands. So that's a victory moment, and that's a moment of recognition with this card. So recently you've experienced the win of sorts, and yeah, sort of a confidence boost here, so that you were reminded that you're capable of success, and you're very much deserving of this attention here. And this could have been public. This could have been something that someone told you, that you are very capable, that they're very proud of having you as a friend, or yeah, but definitely a situation that was very nice to you and very encouraging to you, so that you can feel a little bit more confident in yourself here, especially if you've been feeling down, a little bit depleted from engaging with this connection here. So this is a supportive energy here that you recently stepped out of, that has also been being very helpful in allowing you to discern the situation a little bit better here. And then coming up here in your future is the Eight of Cups. So this is why I'm telling you that sometimes, like for some of you, this could be about walking away, right? Because this card, yeah, it's about walking away from something that's not fulfilling you emotionally here. And it's usually not an impulsive move here, but it's like a soul-led decision, right? It's something that you do to seek deeper meaning for yourself. So, which is why you have to use this energy here and just be in your mind, in the sense, like, be very logical and also be very practical here, and understand that if the situation, and if there's a person here that is being detrimental to you, that is damaging you, that is leaving you confused, leaving you sad, leaving you a little bit on the fence all the time, not really sure of what their feelings are, you know, and then sometimes the best thing you can do is to walk away, even if it's something that you do temporarily, just to rest here, because then, you know, you give that some space, you give that energy some space to just linger and breathe and just readapt to your current energy here. And if it's going to be something that's aligned, then it's going to come back to you. And if it's not, then you're going to know. And then you're going to gradually start processing it so that you can heal yourself, and that's so that you can be met with something that, or someone that is more aligned with your newer energy and your being, that is of a little higher frequency than we have been previously. And so Three of Cups here and your suggested approach. So that's, again, with this one here, it's just leaning on your friendships, right? And leaning on your community. So you're going to be needing to surround yourself with supportive people that actually celebrate you and actually remind you of your power and of just bringing happiness into your life. So this is not a solo journey for you. And connection is going to be a very big part in your healing and in your growth right now here. But you do have those people. So this is not at all scary to me. Like, yeah, I can see how you do have a lot of people around you that are very loving towards you as well. Even if there is a person here that is a little bit maybe scattered and not really sure what they want, you do have people that are stable and that are more in this Queen of Pentacles energy here. So just be more aligned with them and just let them remind you of your worth if you're incapable of doing so right now yourself. Yeah, and then you have the Two of Wands here. So that's your surrounding energy. So that's you standing here just waiting. You're planning your next move, you know, and you're kind of like, that's you being a little bit on the fence here. So yeah, the world is opening up to you, but I think you're kind of a little bit scared, you know, you're not really sure about this here. So there's a little bit of fear of the unknown, you know, but there is some inspiration here and you're very eager for this adventure and this like fresh start. But this whole like starting something new and not knowing where it's going to lead, it's scary to you. And this card here is just encouraging you to embrace that curiosity without letting the fear hold you back, but doing so again with the boundaries and knowing that if it's something that is being damaging to you, then, you know, babe, like 8 of Cups, like all the way, just 8 of Cups, go with that. But this is you being a little bit impatient here and just kind of looking out and like waiting for results from this. So like I said, this could be someone new coming in, someone with a more stable, more healing energy, or it's just you waiting for this person, this individual here to finally snap out of the mental blocks that aren't allowing them to just truly step up to you, which you deserve. And then Page of Wands and your hopes and fears. So again, you're very eager for adventure. You want inspiration, you want something new to start happening, you want to move, you know. And yeah, there's this fear here too, like of not knowing what that is. I feel that these two are very much connected. Well, Two of Wands is more like you're planning here, and yeah, Page of Wands is about, for sure, like you wanting to start something like now, right? And yeah, there's still that block here that I sense very strongly, that you're letting that fear holding you back from just taking those deliberate steps towards a future that like really excites you here. And potential future is the Lover, so that's beautiful. And again, this is a card of alignment, you know, and just meaningful connection here. So this is, to me, representing a very meaningful, very deep relationship here that is aligned with your highest values. So, and make sure to choose from your heart here, you know, and that's going to guide you towards what's the right thing for you, who's the right person for you. And especially if it's the case of someone new coming in and you having to choose between these two people, then just go with the one that steps up, you know, go with the one that is more assertive in that sense and knows what they want, so that you don't have to sit there and just wonder all day long, what did they mean with this text? And when they said that and they gave me this flirty look, but then they told me that they're not interested, and what does that mean? And should I do something? You know, did I do something wrong? So Lovers here is telling me that there's definitely an improvement coming in on that front, and that you're not going to be feeling that uncertain anymore. So if this person doesn't heal, then for sure it's someone new coming in. And I know that can be a little bit hard to hear, and especially if you're very much attached to this energy here, but you're going to know, and you're going to know that it's better. And you're going to definitely know that, wow, okay, this is what I wanted all along. This is what I deserve, you know? So it's good. It's good. And then we have this here. So that's heaviness here. You have the Ten of Wands underneath everything. So yeah, makes perfect sense, especially with the Four of Swords, because that's you. Like, you've been carrying a lot. Lots and lots and lots. So this is your reminder to just let all that down. Just lighten your load. And to just take supporting your friends so that you don't have to deal with the situation all by yourself. And again, to rest. You need to rest right now. So this week is going to be all about recovering yourself and all about stepping out of those mental patterns and what ifs and, you know, what could I have done differently? And how can I seduce this person? How can I encourage them to step up? And rather just leave that a little bit to the side, take a step back, rest, focus on yourself and heal. And yeah, take support in the people that are actually there for you and that are very loving in your friendship group here. So it's tied all together. Yeah, definitely your heart is opening up to something beautiful here. And yeah, you do have to give yourself that space to just heal and reflect. So keep your discernment really sharp, but also stay grounded in what you've built here. And just celebrate your recent wins with your people. And even as you prepare to leave behind what doesn't fit you anymore, just like lean on your community if you're going to do that. And make sure to map out your next steps and just follow your curiosity here, because there is a very deeply aligned connection that I can see here. And it's on the horizon for you. So just be sure to release the burdens that's weighing you down here so that you can step into this connection and step into this energy and be open to it from a healed energy, like from a healed energetic place and from your heart here. And that's going to be very helpful for you this week. All right, Gemini, that's all I have for you today. I really, really hope that this reading resonated, and thank you so much for watching. If it did resonate, please make sure to give it a like and let me know in the comments below which part rang the most true to you. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for your weekly energy forecasts. Okay, bye!